Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. I wanted to give you a bit of an update on why the Labour Party hates you. And when I say hates you, I mean the white working class. Let's discuss. What can I say? My MP, Mike Amesbury, hasn't resigned. He hasn't done the right thing. He's handed himself into the police. But it's came up today that the complaints that the constituents had to the MP were about a local bridge being closed and also about the cuts to winter fuel payments. And the MP took issue with that, decked the guy, while the guy was on the floor, continued to pummel the guy. He's not been charged, and I don't think he will be. He probably will have to resign and it will trigger a by-election, but he's not done the right thing and resigned up front, which tells you a measure of the man you're dealing with, or the man that I'm forced to deal with because he's my MP. The Labour Party has never been for the working class. They'll pay lip service to the working class, but they are after their own self-interest, which is preserving the system that has afforded them the luxury to take up 3 seats on a train because of their entitlement. They will have their noses in the trough deeper than any other MP because they're just getting their just desserts in their opinion. They're getting what they are entitled to, which is living on the king shilling and taking as much expenses out of the tax system or taxpayers system as possible. They all do it. They've just been called out on it. And as I say, the Labour Party are the worst of the lot for doing things like this. The budget later this week will be really painful, and as usual, the working class people will bear the brunt of it. You've got high-ranking members of the Labour movement and Labour Party in Wales saying that only white people can be racist, and you can only be racist against minorities if you are white. So if this is the political environment and the legal environment that we are living in as our United Kingdom, it's not surprising that the thugs that attacked and broken the nose of a police officer in Manchester Airport have not been charged. They're not white. It's as simple as that. This is deeply wrong and it's deeply flawed, and it's been enabled by our political class. These are just my opinions. Your mileage may vary on that. I think I'm right. I want to spend some time on another issue that a lot of the Labour Party have, and it's snobbery. Okay? They not only look down their noses on where they came from, if they came from working class environments, it's now beneath them. It's no longer their concern. They got out. And they have disdain for people that haven't got out or are happy with their lot in life. And they think to themselves, if I got out, if I can better myself and they haven't bettered themselves, that's their problem. That's on them. I don't believe that. I think some people are happy where they are, and they stay where they are because they are contented and happy with their lot in life. Some people don't aspire to be MPs. Some people don't aspire to be billionaires. It doesn't make them any less of a person than the people that have chosen to do something with their lives. So yeah, I do have a big problem with people that think they're above other people because they are snobs. And this doesn't just go for politicians. I was watching a podcast earlier on today, and they were all academics. They've all got doctorates, they've all got degrees of some sort or another. And they think the North is quaint, meaning they're not too sure where Sutton Weaver is or what Sutton Weaver Bridge is. Sutton Weaver is a civil parish in Cheshire. Okay, it's similar to a village. Sutton Weaver Bridge is a small bridge in Frodsham. Okay? And that's what Sutton Weaver is, and that's what Sutton Weaver Bridge is. Facts matter, details matter, especially to local places and environments, which is why I'm bringing it up. If you are going to be an academic or present yourself as an academic, you should do the research in the area, okay? We don't get much attention up in Cheshire, and we don't get much attention up in the north, generally speaking. So especially when there's people from my side of the political aisle commenting on things like this, I'd expect them to show a little bit more respect, not only to me, but also to the place that I'm from, which is Cheshire. Okay. I'm not attacking these people, which is why I'm not naming them, but it's just a point of order, shall we say, in my opinion. Another thing is, on one of the larger outlets earlier on today, they weren't as researched as the podcast. So even though the podcast didn't know what Sutton Weaver was, they at least knew that it was Sutton Weaver and Sutton Weaver Bridge, even if they don't know what those things mean. There was another person on the radio earlier on today, I think it was Talk TV, and he was mentioning the fact that he thought the argument over a bridge was about the Runcorn Bridge, which is an older bridge in the area. First of all, it's not called the Runcorn Bridge, it's the Silver Jubilee Bridge. Second of all, the argument wasn't over the Runcorn Bridge, it was over the smaller bridge in a civil parish. So yeah, this is the snobbery that I'm talking about. People don't even think that the North matters. And it does matter. It matters just like any other part in the United Kingdom. And it matters more so because it's been neglected. So yeah, the Labour Party, which is meant to represent the North, doesn't represent the North. It represents its own interest, which is getting elected to Parliament. This is one of my biggest problems with the Labour Party. Do you think that everyone who's from the North or is working class is a socialist or wants things handed to them? None of that's true. None of that's true at all, okay? Many people take issue with people that come over on a boat from France and they get more than people that have lived and worked here their entire lives, and they get it just because. That's probably the biggest bone of contention that I've got with the people coming over from France. It's the entitlements. It's the entitlements that they are granted, afforded to them by entitled politicians that should know better. These are just my thoughts and opinions on the Labour Party. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.